WC Replays Destroyer back in action for his third audio commentary. This audio commentary is copyrighted WC Replays for 2008, so don't go stealing it. How are you, everyone? I hope you're doing very well. I hope Christmas went well and you've had a great New Year's. I hope you haven't eaten too much. Today I'm by member request covering the matchup between undead and human, in which the human goes break a griffin, and that's what we're going to focus on today. We're watching a replay between Happy and Sonky on Lost Temple, so get the replay paused at the 2-minute mark, fog aware off from Happy's point of view. There's a few things I'd like to discuss before we begin. Firstly, the map. It's Lost Temple. Everyone hates this map. I hate this map. Well, unless you're a human player. Human players love this map. You've got to realize this map offers a few unique tactical considerations that really no other map has to the same degree. Firstly, your human opponent is going to fast expand. By this I mean he's going to pull 4 or 5 lumber peasants as soon as the 2-minute mark elapses, in which case he'll have his hero and 2 footmen, and he's going to creep his natural and then start expanding straight away. And while this initially disadvantages him because he cannot employ his full resources to tech on par with yourself, he's then going to overpower you later on with a 2-to-1 gold advantage. So you have to consider, how am I going to rectify this? The next thing to consider is spawn location. Where you spawn in this matchup is critical to how the game is going to continue. And what basically happens is it all comes down to your initial scouting. You want to scout anti-clockwise so that you're scouting the spawn whose natural is closest to your main first. This means that if you get a really lucky spawn, which will happen 1 in 3 times, in which case their natural is the closest gold mine to your own base, you'll be able to most easily harass them and you'll know about it straight away. If you get the spawn in which their main is directly in between your base and their natural, which is where Sonky has spawned this map, well, that's quite a good spawn as well, and you can definitely harass. If you get unlucky, as you will 1 in 3 times, and your opponent's cross map from you, then your ability to harass is significantly weakened. By the time your Death Knight actually gets across the map, the expansion, well, either towers will be up and, upgrading, and you won't be able to stop it, and then the expansion will go up pretty much straight away anyway, or otherwise the expansion will be basically built and he'll just be starting his towers, and you can do a little bit of damage but not much. If you do get that spawn, what I've seen Lucifer do is actually item creep the center by killing the 2 troll berserkers and the 2 troll berserker green camps, using a combination of Death Coil, Rod of Necromancy to basically creep out those 2 greens, get some very good item drops, and then at level tier 2, once he's getting that hero experience advantage, he would then ghoul creep out his natural for level 3 on his Death Knight, and then harass the expansion with a Death Knight and Lich and just coil over the hell out of the peasants. So you do have options even on that sort of spawn. If you look at Happy's base, he's gone Altar Crypt, Zig, Acolyte Scout, Relic, Zig, very standard build, which is going to allow him to harass straight away, and that's really the build you want to employ against human on this map. It gives you the most options immediately. You're still going to tech quite quickly. You can do everything we've discussed previously, and most importantly, you've got that early Death Knight out with a Rod of Necromancy to go and harass. Again, critical that you scout counterclockwise on this map. Once you've got your second ziggurat down, definitely send out your ghoul scout as well and send him clockwise. This will give you the fastest coverage of all spawns, so you know exactly what's going on. Just quickly that we've got Fog of War off. If you look at Sonky's base, undead players, it's very important to understand what your opponent's going to be doing and what's going through their mind. As you can see, Sonky's already militiaing. His Archmage is just about to come out, and he's going to go and creep that natural. So just know that at 2 minutes, he's basically going to do it straight away. So it should be at the 2-minute mark from Moose Was Up Happy's point of view, and we're going to unpause from the 2-minute mark in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. Alright, so you can see Happy's Death Knight's just come out. He's grabbed his Rod of Necromancy and he's going to go and harass. The important thing to focus on when harassing is getting those peasant kills. This does a couple of things. Firstly, peasants cost 75 gold each, so by killing a peasant, you're costing your opponent gold. And that's always good to get that resource advantage. Gives you experience, but it also slows down the construction of towers or the expansion, which is this added bonus. Furthermore, it slows down his lumber production, because he's taken away these peasants specifically so that they're going to set up this additional expansion for him. By killing them, not only are you forcing him to make extra peasants to help with the construction of the gold mine, but any peasant which dies, he then has to replace them with more lumber peasants from his base to speed up the construction of the actual expansion. So Happy's going to come in here. He's going to try and pick off peasants. In a moment, he's going to get himself surrounded and killed, which is a really bad micro mistake. Never, ever, ever run behind the mine. He's just about to do that, and as you can see, he's going to die. And never, ever, ever, ever run behind the mine. You'll notice initially Happy ran through the temple to get to this spawn. That's the fastest way to actually get to this spawn. So running through the temple will save you about 4 seconds in my experience, which can be the difference between a peasant kill or something to that effect. You'll also notice now that Happy did miss 2 peasant kills. He could have last hit basically this peasant which is running away right now, and failure to do this, it hurts, because it would have only been 1 peasant constructing the expansion, which slows it a little bit. It also would have been 75 more gold that his opponent had to expend. Happy's already teching. You'll notice Sonky isn't. Basically what decision Happy has made is, well, his harass didn't go too badly. He did manage to nab almost 4 of the peasants, but only managed 3. And he's basically going to take tier 2. He's already putting up a graveyard, and he stopped at 4 ghouls. So he's going to switch over to fiends and expand himself at tier 2, which is not a bad option. Just waiting for his death knife to come out now. And the reason that I suppose Crypt Fiends is so good against human is they really do allow you to pretty much pseudo-counter every strategy your opponent can employ. I mean, even against, say, Night Gyro, Fiends are quite good with enough AoE. Against so Riflecaster, they're workable, because, you're not going to mass them. As soon as you see him going Riflecaster, you'll basically just tech up again and switch. You're not hurting yourself going Fiends. They're very good against Footmen. They're very good on this map. They're very good against air options, so there's no disadvantage for going Fiends. And if your opponent's already got a 2-to-1 economy advantage, and he's pushing towards a level 3 water elemental, level 3 with level 2 water elementals, you're really going to struggle with ghouls against him. So he's fighting now, and the important thing here is just focus down on those Footmen, try not to lose any units, and definitely try not to lose any Fiends. Basically, just save your mana for coil, just use it defensively. These early battles, you don't want to be losing units, so you may as well get the 200 HP heal as opposed to the 100 HP damage output, and just get the focus fire down. He's going to throw a coil and kill a water elemental. It's 42 experience, which is always good. Pushes that Death Knight towards level 2 for Unholy Aura, which makes a big difference with Crypt Fiends, boosting their move speed to 302, which is a little bit faster than most ground units, which is important. Again, more focus firing here. This back and forwarding Sonky's doing it specifically just to slow down Happy. Happy cannot expand while this back and forwarding is going on, but he can do some damage, which is quite good. The important thing is just, focus down water elementals, focus down Footmen, just weaken your opponent, and he's trying to put up that expansion. You'll notice that, Sonky's already well and truly expanded. He's starting his tier